Hello, I'm John Owens, Editor-in-Chief of Boating Magazine. One of the most dreaded situations when boating is heavy weather and bad seas. Now, we hope it never happens to you, but you have to be prepared for it. And that's what this program is about, helping you prepare for adverse conditions and giving you some pointers on boat handling for the rough stuff.
Federal Boat Safety Act has certain minimum requirements for different sizes and types of vessels, but many fail to recognize that they are only minimum requirements. Heavy weather powerboating needs to go far beyond these minimum requirements. Almost everyone knows that you should and are even required to have a life jacket or vest for each person on board. But some fail to understand the importance of having the Type 1 PFD or offshore life preserver, which is the vest. Also, many fail to recognize the importance of having the correct sizes of personal flotation devices for the particular passengers on board. Boats over 16 feet must have a Type 4 PFD or throwable type cushion or ring, but more are advisable. Often, skippers overlook the importance of having their PFDs readily accessible, although this is a U.S. Coast Guard requirement. Don't skimp on the quality of your PFDs. In heavy weather and rough seas, you may learn to appreciate them fast. Fires seem to occur more often when conditions are bad, because things tend to fail quicker in rough water. Have the right type of fire extinguishers readily available and in good working order, without fail. Incidentally, everyone should know how to use them before they are needed. Boats up to 39.4 feet in length are required to have a device capable of making an efficient sound signal, and longer boats must meet certain technical specifications. Fog, heavy rain, or snow increases the need for a good horn or whistle that can signal other boat warnings, your location, and other rules of the road. Don't underestimate their importance, especially during heavy weather. Only boats over 39.4 feet in length are required to have a bell, but it is advisable for any boat to have one, especially for use in fog. Bad weather and rough seas make it all the more important to have approved visual distress signals on board. It should be dry and secure, but again stored readily available. Make sure you and those on board know how to use them beforehand. It is difficult to read instructions in rough seas. Although only 3 orange smoke signals or 3 red flares are required, more would be advisable. It simply increases your odds that it will be seen by someone in the event they are needed. An orange flag with black square and disc with an SOS electric light also meet the requirements and would provide additional insurance even if flares are on board. Many safety equipment items are not required by the United States Coast Guard, but are definitely desirable, especially if you are ever caught in rough weather and seas. Never would a good bilge pump in good working condition be more valuable than during heavy weather and seas. The larger the capacity, the better it will perform. The backup system is a good idea, but just as important is having a manual type bailer on board in the event your power system fails. Only certain commercial or vessels chartered may be required to have an EPIRB, or Emergency Position Indicating Radio Beacon, but in the event of an emergency, any boater would wish he did have one. If you're ever caught in a severe thunderstorm, your boat's electrical system, and in fact your safety, may be dependent on your boat's lightning protection and electrical grounding system.